If you're not making enough sales on YouTube, then it's likely because you're not getting enough traffic or you're not converting really well. And in this video, the advice that I will share with you is going to apply to both parts of the process. You can use the advice that I will share in your YouTube videos, and you can also use them in your VSL so that you can convert better. My name is Azamat, and I've gotten over 200,000 views on my other YouTube channels. And on this channel right here, I share what I'm learning in my journey of YouTube growth. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, the first thing that you need to understand is that, for example, in listicle videos, before telling the name or before revealing the tip, the first tip, for example, you can say the problem first, but just mentioning the problem is not enough. And there are three main ways of showing that problem. And the first way is by frustration. And mainly to show frustration, the three main ways of showing it. And the first way is by rewinding to the moment when they tried the best. And let me show you with the example that I wrote on my laptop. So you wrote the essay 5 times, watched all the videos, even memorized phrases from band 9 samples. So that's an example of rewinding to the moment when they did their best. They literally watched all the YouTube videos, they literally analyzed every test. And then the second way of showing frustration is by showing the micro failures. For example, uh, going to a website and checking their scores. Uh, so here's the example of a part of a script that I wrote to show you how you can use it on how you can apply the same thing to your videos. Uh, so I wrote, but every time you open your score reports, it's still 6.5. So I'm showing a micro process of a failure. They did their best, and then when they go to their dashboard, they see the score that they got, and it's a very low score. So it's a kind of a micro failure. Next, you should use the language that mirrors the monologue. For example, here's the part of the script I wrote. And you're thinking, what else am I supposed to do? That's not frustration. That is emotional burnout. You don't need another template. You need a new strategy. So in this case, I'm showing their inner monologue, what they're thinking in their brain, and I'm trying to address it. And I'm saying that they don't need another template that they've been doing all the time, but what they actually need is a new strategy. And the next thing that you can use in your VSLs or in your YouTube videos is that you can show the time. Well, you can mention that every day passes, the more they lose. And you could compare what they could have done before in at that specific time. And the next thing is you can paint a vivid picture of what they could have done if they actually done the thing. For example, in the script that I wrote, here's what I wrote. You were supposed to be in Canada by now. And in this case, I'm showing a vivid picture of the life that they could have had if they took the right steps. In this case, because the right audience is from third world countries trying to pass their English proficiency exam, and they want to move to a different English speaking country, that was the parts you were supposed to be in Canada by now. And that's what they could have done if they actually took the right steps. Next up, the most important thing is comparing where they are right now and what they could be. An example of that could be starting your degree, living the life you dreamed of. But instead, you're here, fighting the same score again. So in this case, I'm showing that they're not in their own desired situation. They're actually behind in their life. And in order to bridge that gap from point A to point B, they need the right steps. And the next thing is showing them the price of inaction. What happens when they continue to ignore the same thing? If you enjoyed this video, then make sure to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any other videos.